Today I'm in the woodyard. We've got saws and I've got some logs. We've got some big boys here. We got some big stuff. We're gonna make it small. Here we go. It is the end of the day today. I've got maybe 2 to 3 hours tops before I have to go do something. And so I brought out a couple saws and we've got some big stuff here now. This right here is a chunk of locust that's left. This is a chunk of locust that's left. And this is a chunk, oh, and that one's too. So these 4 right here are locust. And I want to get these cut first. And then we got this big bad boy here. And then we got this monster here. And this is basswood and that's basswood. And that's like 40 some inches across. So, and that big thing over there. And these are ones that ripped. So there's lots of wood in here that I can cut. But I mainly want to get going on this locust because I've been splitting on the locust. I cut some, I don't know, a couple tanks worth. And then I split a bunch of it and it's back in the bin already. And I want to get this done right away so it's all done at the same time and in the same spot. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these, and these are all big enough that I know if I cut this to 16 inches like standard, this one chunk right here is probably almost 200 pounds. Extremely heavy, extremely dense wood, way heavier than anything else that I work with. It's heavier than oak, it's heavier than hickory. This honey locust from a live tree, because it was alive when it was cut, just probably no more than a month ago now. That is some heavy stuff, monstrously heavy. I know when we did the pick, when we lifted this log, and I think it might have been that was on top of it, that was 5,000 pounds, the one log that they lifted off of there. So it is heavy. So I'm gonna fill up the saws with some oil and some gas, and we're gonna cut. It's kind of windy, but that's a good thing. Let's get cutting. there's the carnage so far. Very, very heavy wood, man. I just can't tell you how heavy this honey locust is. I probably mentioned that a few times, but every time you lift one, you think, my gosh, am I going to get a hernia this time? Or is it going to be next time? Because heavy stuff. So I hit the ground about halfway through that tank, and I saw it. And it was still cutting okay, but not great. And I thought, well, it's, you know, it's a 93 cc saw, so you just let it cut and it does good. But then I hit the ground just before this last cut, and the tip went right into the ground. I saw it like, oh, and I must have hit it, picked up a stone in there, and it got dull, really dull. But I just finished the cut anyway, and I'm just about out of gas with that tank anyway. And I've been cutting for, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes. And I know it's just about out, I could tell. So I figured just shut it off, because it needs to be sharpened. I still got to rip this into quarters. I got that to rip into quarters. I got this one to cut down, and I got that one to cut down and then rip. So there's still these right here to get cut yet, and I got mine 572 is sitting over there, so that's sharp. So we're going to start that up and finish these off. But whoo, that is some hard cutting wood. I mean, it cuts, but it's not like anything else. I'm sure you guys have got some stuff that's hard too, but it's, I don't know, it's the hardest cutting wood I think I've had, because it's so big. It's more than 24 inches. I got to go all the way to the far side to the cut, drop it all the way down in the cut, come across, come all the way down, then reach back in. So, and I took the saw and I put it on the end, you know, stood it up here, and it was like about 2 inches. So this is about 26, 27 inches. So yes, a longer bar would work, but, and you got to wheel that thing around. And I like 24, it works fine. I can cut from both sides. It's nice to kind of stop your cut and go to the other side, make sure you're not hitting the ground anyway. So, all right, we're going to start the other saw up, and we're going to rip these and then cut this stuff up right here, and then we'll see how we feel after that. So that right there was the 572 XPG. Of course, I did not have the heated handlebars on. Just about out of gas, but it started getting dull, and I got all of the Locusts here cut and ripped, and the 592's laying over there, and that's dull. That needs to be sharpened. They both need to be touched up and gassed up. And I got all this done, and that is some hard cutting heavy wood. I tell you, if you guys have ever cut honey locusts, it's way harder cutting than black locust. Honey locust is just, it's in a whole nother class. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, it's just heavy, dense wood, which is why it's awesome for firewood. So we got this all done. Tomorrow morning you're gonna come back and I'm gonna be here, and tomorrow morning we're going on a road trip. We're going to Adam's mom and dad's place. He figures he's got 5-6 hours worth of splitting to do. They got wood that him and Bert cut up a week or two ago. And then I guess there's a truckload, as in semi-truckload of wood to be cut yet. So we're gonna go work there all day tomorrow. So road trip, lots of splitting, lots of cutting. So come on back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. I'll see you then. Good night, Irene.